Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement make it anthems over seasons with the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 7-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
11, Thomas.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number one rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
11 mighty.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
11. 11.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
11. 42.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Burrow. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. On third down, Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Steelers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bengals.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On the give, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Thomas. 11 MT, 11 MT. That.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And no chance to get away as the... at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, this is Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Keeps himself, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
They'll run with Harris. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
I'm 1, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
12. 11,
In motion left is Higgins.
11, can.
Harris. And shutting him off now open field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
11 mighty. Ready?
Burrow will throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 118 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here's Pickett. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Get set. Thomas.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
This is Harris. Escapes the defender. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
11 MC tight. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. Right cut. 11, 11. Stop.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. Here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Pickett. His throw incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A give to Harris, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. To the air on first down with Pickett. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. An option handoff given to Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Pickett sets up play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Pickett. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And they're going to speed things up here. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24.
Steelers 31, Bengals 7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing the look.
11. Stop.
There's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 Thomas. Stop.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
3rd and long for Pickett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Complete to Jamar Chase. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
180. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard
Pickett.
line.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 35 yards. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow on play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off in.
There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Bengals 20.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Burrow. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Burrow will throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly